Welcome back everybody to Veve Gems, where you get periodic videos on top quality NFTs on the Veve app, which I call Veve Gems. Today I will show you the top 10 undervalued comics on Veve, along with the portfolio tracker and Veve stats for week number 11. And this is not financial advice. For those of you interested in more details and the key assumptions and the methodology used in arriving to these top 10 undervalued comics on Veve, you can always check my video on July 30th, 2022, where you can see all of these details. This table shows the cost in gems per MCP point. So the darker the green shade, the better the value. We can see good value in the rare variant of Groot first appearance, as well as Nick Fury first appearance, the rare variant, and also the rare variant of Fantastic Four number 12 and the rare variant of Avengers number 4. So these are all good values in terms of gems per MCP point. This table compares the supply still available on the market for the top 10 undervalued comics. So in general, the lower the percentage, the higher the demand for these comics, which means these prices could be supported for the medium term. Now for comics that have been recently dropped, such as Amazing Fantasy number 15 and Tales to Astonish number 13, we can see relatively higher supply compared to the other comics on the list. And obviously the key reason is these haven't been fully absorbed by the market, so this could be considered also an opportunity before the remaining supply for these two comics gets absorbed. This table shows the percentage upside potential for the top 10 undervalued comics on Veve for this week. In general, any percentage that is 300% and above is considered a good upside potential for those comics. For those interested in the secret rares, the comics that actually have a good positive upside potential include Sergeant Fury, Fantastic Four number 12, and Amazing Spider-Man number 1. This table compares the current prices for the top 10 undervalued comics on Veve. As a general rule, the darker the green shade, the better the value. So we can see good value in the common and uncommon variants of Groot first appearance, Nick Fury first appearance, Fantastic Four number 12, and Avengers number 4. This table shows the total editions minted for these top 10 comics on the list. If we look at the last column, we see the total editions, and looking at the first column, we see the number of editions under the common variant. Then the next column, the number of editions for the uncommon variant, then the rare, ultra rare, and secret rare. The factors on the right side of the table show you how rare is that variant compared to the common variant. So looking at number 1, Marvel Comics number 1, the uncommon is 8 times more rare than the common. In other words, there is 8 commons for each one uncommon, and there are 16 commons for each rare. There is 20 commons for each ultra rare and 80 commons for each secret rare. So this table will give you some perspective of how rare each variant is compared to the common mid-size. This table shows this week's addition to the investor's portfolio. So we have the top 10 comics ranked and the variants of those comics, as well as the prices of these comics today. And at the bottom we have the total amount invested for this week's investor's portfolio. This table shows the addition to the collector's portfolio for the week. However, unlike the investor's portfolio in which we do the dollar cost averaging strategy, in the collector's portfolio we only add the new comics that make it to the top 10 list. And since there's no new comics that made it to the top 10 list for this week, there is no addition to the collector's portfolio. This table shows us the price performance of the addition to the investor's portfolio that was selected last week. So we can see the list of the 10 undervalued comics, their variants, the prices on October 1st, and the prices today, and the change for the week. So in total, we have gained 20.98 gems for the week, which is 3.2% positive. This is a good sign, and it shows us that the prices are starting to stabilize after a long streak of weekly losses, as we can see from the previous videos. And this could be a sign of bottoming out. However, we have to see the statistics in the next few slides to see if that also confirms the stabilization of prices. As there was no addition to the collector portfolio last week, there is no change in this table. This table shows the performance of both portfolios over the last 10 weeks. So starting with the investor's portfolio, as of today we have a loss of 1,623.63 gems, or a negative 20.70% since inception. Moving on to the collector's portfolio, we currently are in the red by 580.72 gems, or a negative 34.3%. This table shows the weekly Veve social media stats. On Twitter, we have lost 66 followers last week. There's no change on Discord. We have gained 8 members on Facebook and lost 493 followers on Instagram. So looking at the total at the top, over the last 11 weeks, we have lost almost 0.5% of Twitter followers. We have lost almost 2% on Discord. We have gained 1.11% members on Facebook and lost almost 3.3% followers on Instagram. This table shows the weekly Veve Mutascan stats on the blockchain. Starting with the first 3 columns, as of today we have a total of 7,277,104 tokens minted, and that's almost 26,452 new tokens minted for the week, or a 0.36% increase over last week. For the unique owners, we currently have 648,641 unique owners. That's 860 new unique owners increase compared to last week, or a 0.13% increase. And finally, looking at the TMO ratio, which is the tokens minted to unique owners ratio, it currently stands at 11.22, which is a 0.03 increase for the week. In other words, for each unique owner, we currently have 11.22 tokens minted. And as I've been saying over the last several weeks, as long as this ratio keeps creeping up, we can expect that the values of your collectibles will remain moving sideways or even going down, which simply means that there's not enough unique owners to absorb the new tokens minted. Veve can solve this problem by more advertising, which is increasing the denominator, which is the unique owners, and this way you can have your value of collectibles stabilize over time. Here is a snapshot of my collection on the Veve app. You are welcome to follow me on the app by searching the Avengers logo edition number 100. It is under the Disney Golden Moments brand. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. As you see in my previous videos, I always respond to each and every question. If you got value out of this video, hit the like and subscribe button so that you can keep informed every week when I post updates. Thanks for watching and happy collecting.